A former child prodigy blames his parents for why he chooses to be jobless and do nothing, because he says they owe him. 28-year-old Zhang Xinyang made headlines when he was the youngest person to ever attend college in China, and it seemed like he was destined for greatness, but that's not how his life is shaken out. Now almost 30, the same man who skipped 5 grades to become a 5th grader at only 6, holds no job other than the odd freelancing gig, lives off his parents, and has no intention of changing. So what happened? Xinyang was the kind of whiz kid we typically see in movies. He entered college at just age 10, and by 16 was already pursuing a PhD in applied mathematics. But that's also when the cracks began to show. That same year, he demanded his parents buy him an apartment in Beijing or he'd drop out of school. This caused a media furor in China, with many people outraged by how supposedly spoiled and entitled he was, and how much turmoil he was causing his parents. But Xinyang's comments at the time were very telling. He says his parents imposed their dreams onto him, hoping that he'd achieve the things they wish they had done in their lives. And he said that they completely controlled his life, and basically manipulated him into thinking that it was something he actually wanted. That's a story that's probably familiar to a lot of former gifted kids and anyone whose parents push them too hard. Even if you achieve big things, it often feels like none of it was your idea. And when a child isn't allowed to properly develop into a person instead of being treated like a human achievement machine, they often end up saddled with the kind of emotional, social, and mental health baggage that makes success elusive. In Xinyang's case, he now seems obviously and perhaps rightfully furious with his parents, and he seems to believe that remaining isolated and jobless is his only path to happiness. And for a man likely traumatized by having had no childhood to speak of, who very well may never have even learned how to make friends and was thrust into an adult's life at the age of 10 that he never asked for, well, it's not exactly surprising that he'd feel that way.